We are here in Payson working on my Hillbilly friend's Chevy pick-em-up truck Deluxe. Seems to be having an intermittent issue with it.
Intermittent? It doesn't run.
Well, now it's to the point where it won't start. But he says that at one point he turned on the ignition without it running, and these throttle body injection was just spraying like a shite-load of fuel down the throttle body.
Yeah, it was coming out past the vent and on the side.
Oh wow, it was that much. It was overflowing.
Yeah,
but it was coming out the spray though, like it was.
Yeah, it was spraying.
Did you ever try unplugging it and turn the key on and it didn't spray nothing? Like it wasn't just a stuck injector. Because a stuck injector would definitely make it run.
But it was both of them.
Pig rich. Was that a little jump box?
It's the only charger that I got that works.
Oh yeah, two injectors and they're both going. That's crazy. Definitely.
I think the CPU's better.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping, because I just drove up here from the valley with one. There's the computer. Or just something stupid like a bad ground. This is pretty strange.
It'll probably start now.
Now that I came up here?
Yeah.
For a second.
On its own.
Yeah. That's probably fine. Have you ever, how about that? Well, I was going to say map sensor, but that wouldn't make it spray. You already did? Okay. That would make it run bad, but I wouldn't have explained that continuous spray you had.
Temperature sensor, only I didn't get the...
Shouldn't spray with no crank pulse.
Oh, and just want it on. There, it's on.
Here the fuel pump was supposed to be doing. Yeah. So it ain't doing it now. Too bad you didn't get a video of it.
Well, I was too freaked out.
Well, I don't want to hydrolock the engine either.
That's what I mean. Freaked out.
I guess I would take just 2 seconds to slap on that other computer and see if it just starts. Old. Supposed to take these proms out of the old computer. Kind of interesting pins. Let me get lined up. Push down into the new computer. That's it. And then I guess this sealed cover is going to go back on. Here is his engine computer disassembled.
Don't forget, we got to take that back.
Oh, I got to put it back together. This is a core charge. Yep. But AC Delco. Got the Delco in-house chips in there. Delco.
Well, there's another heatsink on something.
Yeah, well, the heatsink here is those drivers, probably for the 2 injectors.
Ever see the metal one?
And some other things. Well, it's just going all the way across. So
Through?
Yep. I was starting to cannibalize. I better put it back together. That's a core. All right. Just slapped in the new computer. Just sits there, or you got to mount it. Now the ignition switch is the next thing he's gonna have to deal with.
It acted like it wanted to.
Yeah, see what happens. Well, that computer's gonna lose all its memory. Yeah, because that memory's wiped, so it's not uncommon for it not to idle until it learns. Huh? Huh?
Idling on its own.
That's good.
Smooth.
Hit the throttle a few times. Yeah. Is that better already? So you think that probably wasn't? It hasn't been running that good? Because it hasn't even learned its fuel. It probably dumped all the fuel trims and everything just from disconnecting the battery and taking that other one out. So cool. Let's fix the ignition now. It just stalled a second ago.
Turn it off.
Yeah, do it again while I'm watching down in here.
That could be the coil now.
Maybe something else. You said you had a new coil?
Yeah.
Hey, let me, hold on a second. Give me a screwdriver. Let's see if it's got any spark when it's doing that. Okay. That's got spark. Do it again. All right, stop. Let me plug the coil back in because maybe think it would just be starting. If it's got fuel and spark, why wouldn't it be running? Okay, do it. Yeah. Weird. So we're trying to get down in here so we could change the cylinder, and there's a bolt. So to depress the little star, you know, wheel, whatever we call it, for the ignition lock or steering wheel lock, there's a keeper you need to get out of there. So I just welded this thing up to a piece of, what do you call it? Unislut. Yeah. So yeah, let's put this on and get that nut started right there. This is going to depress that star wheel thing. What do they call it? There you go. Tighten that down with the... Might have to take the grinder and notch a hole for the socket now.
Yeah.
Hillbilly's got some tools. We got some cool bins. I need to get some in my garage so I put it back together. She actually made a spot to stick every one of these, huh? So this is 60 volts, huh? That's weird to see, like, chop saws that can run off of batteries. That's funny. A mixture of bolts, and then you got TV and speakers. Gotta have a... So there's Cokes in here. Is that what's in here? Yep. That's all that's in here. It's like empty. Coke and... Oh, you do have Dr. Pepper, but it's cherry.
You don't like cherry?
In a pinch, maybe. You have a graveyard of computer parts.
Well, that's my spot.
Yeah. Raining down fire. This thing works. Oh. I had to use two hands, but now this is depressed down and be able to get that keeper out of there.
That we wouldn't have to borrow the set.
Yeah. So now just got this worked up with the screwdriver, and this shit is back right off now. Yeah, it's catching on the next thing. There we go. There, it went on the seat. So here's the part for your horn I was talking about. So the piece is probably laying in here, or it fell out when you pulled it off earlier, but it looks like a T20.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, I didn't get it. It was just enough to get in there. That's the thing.
Can you imagine me doing what we've had to do here in the dark?
So there's the little keeper thing there. Yeah. And then it was a big...
Now how badly I beat the shit out of it, too.
We put a drill in this fucker. So now, should come out. Should.
Where's the needle nose?
There it goes. Yeah, grab that now. I got it pushed through. Come on, get that motherfucker out. Go, little work for Santa Claus. There we go. Yeah, that's why it's all tight in there.
Now,
so, wait, hold that up so I can see. Oh, actually, I know which way it goes because this right here has to match that.
Now, wait a minute.
Whoa.
Oh,
is there a piece in there? It stayed in there?
Yeah.
Pulled out. Yeah, get that out of there.
I'm not sure about it. Actually, yeah, there it is.
Yeah, because you...
There it is, look.
That was what broke on you, huh?
Yep. See how it's all chingadered?
Yeah. Dude, that's going to be like a luxury for you on this Hillbilly Deluxe that the
key works? It's always worked until now.
For having this working again.
Oh, and there's how it locks.
Yeah, you stuck the blocks into that star wheel thing that we were repressing.
So if you just took a grinder.
If you didn't take, if you left, yeah, and if you,
cheater.
Oh, those hold pretty good. You saw that's some freaking beef. Get that like that.
Yeah, but you could literally take a grinder or a sawzall and wedge it right in.
Oh,
there.
if you knew where to put it,
yeah,
cut right through here and cut that out.
Or
probably.
Smash it with a hammer.
Yeah, there's different ways people had to steal them. Go underneath and just put the transmission in gear from underneath, you know. One bolt comes off and you could put it in gear and then fix this later. Use the tool again, the custom Chevy tool.
Is it in?
Yeah, got the little keeper down in there. So I should be able to take this out without it hitting us in the face. the springs like a mini. All right.
Pressed on.
Sweet. See, there's your lock. That's what locks your steering wheel. So yeah, if somebody, typical Chevy thing. For that. Oh, you're gonna have to find that. So you had to go to the junkyard or something to get this steering wheel?
Yep.
Because what? Why did you have to put the steering wheel on?
Because it was Mexicanized.
I'll have to beep that. What kind of steering wheel did it have on it when you got it?
Vato-ized.
What did it have on it for a steering wheel?
Chain steering wheel.
So this thing had a chain steering
Lowrider
wheel.
lane, man.
One thing about a truck is you just sit under the hood.
The monkey nuts grease slapper. Dude, this has got an O-ring.
The other one probably fell off. Putting a new connector on the Hillbilly Deluxe because it broke. Soldered and used heat shrink tape. All right, so we're taking out this old distributor because we just don't trust it, you know. It says this thing's been stalling on them.
Magnetic pickup.
It's only $139 for a new one. So, but I don't want the cap on it because I need to see where it goes to get the timing. All right, out with the old, in with the new. Slimed it up. All right, so this has the...
I slimed the O-ring.
It only goes in two ways. Hopefully I don't have to bump the engine to get this drop in there. Because the way I have it is distributor down. Let's see which way it goes. All right, it's not that way. Nope, one more tooth. Right there. Ooh, it did drop in there. Yep. Forward and back, so that should be it.
Like a glove.
And then this just goes about right there. And it's going to start right up. So let me put this away so I can use two hands up here. All right, so new distributor is dropped down in there. And what I did was I lined up the engine with that rotor aiming straight back. And then I lined up this Phillips screw with this mark I put down in there. So it's going to be within a degree or two. And I put this cap on, I put the spark plug wires back on, the coil back on. This thing should just fire right back up. That's the plan anyway. Okay, just got the new distributor dropped in there. I just dropped the coil in there. Hopefully everything's hooked up. Contact. Yeah. Told you I'd get the distributor back in there, right? Huh?
Got 30 pounds of oil pressure.
For an old pig. Hit the throttle a couple times. Yeah. Hillbilly Deluxe. Live. Cool. Oh man. So about ready to put the air filter back on it. We just replaced a couple broken wire terminals, snapping plugs. Just used some solder and heat shrink tube. Got one there, one on the distributor back there. Put a new cooling temp sensor. If you have a coolant temperature sensor go crazy, it can like cause crazy enrichment too. Not what this was doing though. He said when it acted up, it was like spraying fuel without even cranking the engine.
Pink.
Wants to start it one more time.
We have a key to
Yeah.
start it with.
Yeah, that's like a luxury to him now instead of a screwdriver. Yeah. The filthy horror runs again. Yeah, I just put his cap on upside down, which defeats the purpose a little bit because you get hot air from around the engine bay. But he said this hose was missing and it wasn't on anyway, so I said, screw it, I'm gonna flip it upside down so you can hear all that air. Whoa! Ready for take it for a test drive? Go terrorize this neighborhood up here. Oh yeah, do it again. That ought to be a little louder for the Hillbilly.
Lights.
First test drive, the fixed Hillbilly Deluxe.
Ooh.
You're just
solid idle.
So this thing's been shaking, missing for months, or for a year or two. He said it was shaking his ladder racks just to put it in gear.
Good.
And but I told him, you know, you got his RV right there. He could have used that for doing
not
some
running either.
service calls. Oh, it doesn't?
No,
What's with
the
it?
batteries are dead.
Oh yeah, but
Plural batteries.
that's that non-turbo international diesel.
I haven't felt that.
Part throttle response felt smooth, huh?
Yeah. Major difference.
For a 30-year-old truck or whatever it is.
Huh?
It even has headlights.
You like my 130 watt?
Is it?
You see up the top of the trees?
Oh. Well, ain't nothing like the KC daylighters you always had on the Duster.
They're daylighter bulbs.
Inside the
Inside the regular sockets.
listen to that intake. Whoa, you're probably going a lot faster than you think. You're up to almost 40 right there. Do that 15-mile-an-hour maneuver spot there. You're not ready to chance taking it up the hill yet? But, dude, what didn't get replaced, though?
Nothing.
Just the harness. The only thing that's is a harness and maybe a grounds and shit like
engine.
that. Yeah, but I mean, we put in distributor with the modules. Whoa! It chirped. No, dude, don't skid us around this corner. You're not used to us going that fast. Dude, you're doing like 45 through this. This is like a 15-mile-an-hour area.
You got 45.
All right, better back up.
No, you 50. I do that all the time.
Dude, it freaking barked the tires on that bridge thing.
Should we do it again?
No, you're gonna freaking. You're not used to that power. It's gonna get away from you. It's gonna wreck us. You can hear that intake because it's all loud now. All right, so where was I? I was saying new ignition with all the modules in there, new computer, new coolant temperature sensor. You already replaced the map sensor and the throttle position sensor trying to figure it out. So, I mean, there's not much left on this style of fuel-injected system to be left. Yeah, that thing should be released right now.
Heavy duty. It's extreme.
You need to get a clutch, a looser clutch.
On it is like this. Dude.
Yeah, but it's still in
like
50 pounds.
It's still 454. It's got a 454 extreme duty thermal clutch on.
Yeah, but it's still in about 50 horsepower to freaking turn that thing. It'd be even faster if you. Well, don't make it. Well, this has a shift kit in it now, huh?
Yep.
Because you had them put it in it.
Yeah, you had them put it in. Yeah, it's not only does it have a shift kit in it, but it's got the Corvette servo too.
Oh yeah, plus 700 R4.
The
accumulator.
The accumulator.
Yeah, so it takes away the softening out.
Yep.
For old people,
so
but we don't want it to do that.
Aggressive.
Yeah.
3 is normal, but still has a shift kit on it.
Yeah.
I have that relay too, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's one of my old tricks because it made even the stock lights are brighter if you put a relay in heavier wire because get rid of the voltage drop. You can actually try to go up the hill or what?
Yeah. Normally I could go up this hill and be at 55 before the guardrail.
But how about how it's been running?
No.
Nope. So now we should be able to get back up to. This would be the gauge. This is a big hill leaving East Verde, heading south. That clutch fan's probably stealing some power.
I'm pretty sure it is.
45. At least it can coast back downhill, but quit.
It sounds cool.
Oh, the intake? Well, the fan is louder than the intake.
You got.
I'd put a looser clutch back on that now that you're working up here.
Yeah.
Don't need it. It's still in power and in miles per gallon, man. That thing's roaring the fan. All right, back to the estates.
Listen to it. Nice and quiet.
So we made it back. It didn't quit. So, from our estimation, it's probably fixed then, huh?
Yeah. Dude, we just tortured it.
Yeah. And by now it would have freaked out, huh?
You wouldn't even have gone up the hill. Maybe not even made it out of the driveway.
Oh, I didn't chirp that time. Oop, bumps. Man. Back in the old days. Dude, your dad would be out on the porch going, "Damn it, John! Time for you to come inside." Of course, he wasn't that old. That was an elderly person. All right, don't want to wreck us coming into the turn here. He's not used to having any power.
I have new brakes, by the way.
It's still an old Chevy Hillbilly.
I put new pads on it. And I put the NASCAR ones on it too, the good ones.
Hillbilly Deluxe is alive again. You just want to hear the engine because it hasn't been running good for a while.